welcome to our first Inner Beauty Friday. This is Eden from Prosper and Beauty, and if you're wondering what Inner Beauty Friday is about, basically when we're working in the beauty industry, it's focused on a lot of times superficial things like our skin and our hair and our appearance. And even though there is value to anointing your body and to taking care of your body and loving your body and being careful about your appearance, it can be very easy to get sucked into thinking that the externals are who you are. And I'm also finding, as I speak to clients on the phone through my coaching practice, that a lot of times it's not really fully just the knowledge that they're seeking of how to start their own beauty brand or how to make a certain formula. A lot of times we're dealing with fear. We're dealing with uncertainty. We're dealing with insecurity. And those are the biggest obstacles that people are facing to moving forward. And so I think that it behooves us to have a balance between the externals and the internals, because at the end of the day, any beauty that anyone has fades. To dust we shall return, as the good book says. So you want to have your riches in something that is inside, that no one can take away, that you can leave for your friends, for your family, for your children, in the legacy that you build through your business, that's based on character building and compassion and spiritual growth and those kind of things. So I created this series because it seemed like it was coming up a lot. So hopefully it'll be helpful to you. So today is my first one. I'm going to be speaking about 4C hair. So I'll probably create a second one as well for people for whom the 4C hair thing does not apply. But I think it applies to everyone, and I'll tie every hair type into that afterwards, towards the end. So just bear with me for a minute. So the max hydration method came out a few years ago. A wonderful blogger, I think her name is Pinky, I'll put it in the description box below, but she came up with a fabulous method for hydrating type 4C hair, hair like mine, okay, so that hair type. So hydration is a big deal for that hair type. And another thing is that a lot of people with that hair type are saying, well, I don't have any definition in my curls, it's just like a lot of frizz and this and that, or and they were thinking that, well, without a twist out or this or that I'll never really get definition in my hair. And she disproved that by saying that when it's appropriately hydrated, even the tightest coils, the kinkiest curls can have a curl pattern that is visible. And there are tons of YouTube videos and pictures to prove it. I've had a lot of clients who want to create for 4C hair, so I've learned about the max hydration method a lot, and I've experimented with it in the past, and I think I'm going to go back to it just so I can help my clients further. There's a lot of value to hydrating the hair, and I really appreciate that. But one thing that came up with this is sometimes I'll meet a lot of 4C women, not just clients, but just women out in the street. And they feel that if their hair isn't twisted out or braided out, or somehow if the curl pattern is not very strong, or if they have a lot of shrinkage and it doesn't show the full length, that their hair somehow does not look good or it's not acceptable to them. And this really is a very real and painful issue in the Black community worldwide, not just in the United States. And you really have to sit with that. Because yes, we love to have styles and look different and do things for fun and promote our hair health and, display the length of our hair and so forth. But if you are unable to leave the house with just the texture that you've been given. Because you got to think about it. When we were created by our Creator, I'm sure we weren't designed to have a 20-hour hair regimen that came with it, or else our hair wouldn't be, it just doesn't make sense. It's how we were made. We were made beautifully and powerfully, in the image of the divine. So really kind of sitting with, why am I doing this? And it's not saying don't do it or knocking doing it, because I'll do it too sometimes. But really kind of sitting with, why am I doing this? If your hair regimen is so overwhelming and so overpowering that it is imbalancing other areas in your life, is preventing you from spending more time making healthy meals, or spending time with your kids, or feeling like you can't go somewhere because your hair is not done, or just compromising you in some way, making you feel unhappy in some ways, then there is something to sit with there. Just sit with that and be with that and ask yourself where that feeling is coming from or what that's about. And usually at the root of it is a self-love issue, okay? Because there is a balance between taking care of yourself and, your body is there to serve you. You don't serve your body. You don't serve your looks, So it's almost like a kind of idolatry. And, it doesn't help that, yes, we see a lot more black people in the ads now on television and film and so forth. But a lot of times when you look at all these ads that have all these black people with natural hair, it's the same hair type. And that hair type is not type 4C. It's usually, a lot of biracial people, a lot of, type 3 curls, looser curls and ringlets, and there's nothing wrong with that. My own children are biracial, so I'm definitely not going to say that there's something wrong with biracial people. But I am saying that when that is the only type of blackness that is celebrated in the media, and that's all you ever see, it's almost as if that becomes the new perm, okay? So that hair type is the new perm, and everyone is, chasing after that and struggling to get that. I'm sure you all saw that meme, that funny meme of the little girl crying when she realizes she doesn't have Tracy Ellis Ross's hair, after doing all the little routines and stuff they see on YouTube. But, it's just something to sit with. It's a self-love thing. And I've also heard people who have type 3 hair and type 2 hair referring to type 4 hair as ugly, or feeling like, I'm glad I don't have that kind of hair, or, my kid's hair is not like that, or, and that is said, like that, what is that, It's something to sit with, because that is a part of who you are. That 4C hair is in your ancestry. So do you hate yourself too, even though it looks like you're, transposing the disdain on someone else? It really is a reflection of your own self. So it's something that we can all sit with, to really be in that place of loving ourselves and being in full acceptance of ourselves, and practice wearing our hair out as it is, like out the door, not just in your house. Start with in your house. But, it's just something to think about. It's not saying that don't do this or don't do that, but just to be fully aware and conscious of where you're coming from. Because when you can generate that self-love, it's going to flow into other areas of your life. So, this was just a perfect example to start. And I'm not saying that all 4C women have this issue or don't have this issue. I think probably all human beings have variations of this issue to one degree or another. But I'm just saying that it is something we always have to confront and examine, and not pretend that it doesn't exist, because we can never heal it that way. It'll just continue to perpetuate and bubble up in society. All right, and that's it for this Friday. Thank you for joining me, and may we all rejoice in our inner beauty together. That's it.
Hey YouTube, so I would be remiss to end my video where I did without sharing with you some work that relates to the topic that we were speaking about of self-love. It is lovelynaturals.com. It's a site created by this wonderful sister by the name of Auset Anumari, and this is her looking lovely with the paintbrush on the art sharing page there. And just a little bit about Lovely Naturals. Hmm. It's okay. I can go like this. Thank goodness this is private. Okay, let's see. Okay, YouTube, I would be remiss to just end it there without giving you an exercise and sharing the work of this amazing woman, a sister by the name of Auset Anumari. She has a website called lovelynaturals.com. And in her own words, Lovely Naturals is a safe place for Black women to find daily rejuvenation and inner peace using creative journaling techniques. There are coloring pages, natural hair writing prompts, affirmations, online paint parties, vision boards, doodling, and more, all in a supportive community atmosphere. No previous art skill is required. You can get a free coloring page and discounts or join the Facebook group. And I'll quickly pop over to the Facebook group so that you can see what it looks like. Here we go with the Facebook group. Oops. Sorry, give me a second here. It's called Black Women Phoenix Rising with personal journaling and art. And so it's a private group, so you can just request to join it. And going back to more about her site, I told you what Lovely Naturals was in her own words. I showed you the Facebook group. One of the things she does is portraits, custom portraits. To get a custom portrait, all you need to do is celebrate your natural beauty with a stunning digital portrait. Upload your photo and it will be transformed into a digital painting. Print out and display in your home or upload it to any social media profile and stand out from the crowd. Obviously, it's for personal use only. If you wanted to do something for commercial use, you would have to contact her and maybe she could work something out with you. But everything on her site is for personal use only. You can also have coloring pages that are customized based on a portrait, which is nice. Portraits are really a nice gift if you're looking for something unique to give to someone, especially the person who has everything, or to give to grandparents. They would love to have their grandkids in this way, or grandkids would love to have pictures of themselves or their pets in that way. You can contact Auset and she can hook you up. She also has journaling pages and coloring pages. And look how beautiful the artwork is. So for the journaling and coloring pages, all you need to do is print out these colorful pages featuring natural hairstyles and vibrant abstract designs. Use the lined pages to write out your feelings, whether they be about hair, business, your personal goals, anything you're going through. Then you can paint them, doodle on them, use them for collages or vision boards. No worries if you make a mistake. Print as many as you need, and they also are for personal use only. And everything on the site is reasonably priced. There are some art bundles that start as low as $9.99 I saw, And I think it goes up to $40 to $60 for portraits, in that range. I'm not looking at the site right now, so I don't want to quote you. It may be $60 to $80. I can't quite remember, but it's really reasonably priced, and there's something there for everyone, ranging from $9.99 on up. So go check out her site. It's a wonderful way to inspire self-love, whether you want to go with printed pages that are, for journaling, or whether you want to actually color yourself. Very therapeutic, nice to gift to a teen as well. Okay, so that's it for now. I will see you in the next video.